All right, Marketeer of the Week. We're talking about him again.
Always. I feel like it's either him or the BA.
Well, who looks better? The BA, the broke agent, or this photo of Ryan Serhant? You got to put the photo up. So Ryan Serhant announces on Instagram this week that he's been waiting for this day for a long, long time. We decided to start our firm a few years ago. We knew two things. One, that we wanted to create the first of its kind. And flip through these three photos as I'm reading this, Bobby. Wanted to create its first of its kind content to commerce brokerage focused on our agents' brands and the properties they sell to provide best-in-class future forward service for our clients worldwide. And two, we wanted to serve the whole world with a mobile-first approach and grow with the most efficient footprint. So today we are announcing Universe, and he's got the S with the dot. Good branding there. I mean, he's Serhant, the S with the dot.
He's being very consistent. I love the period. I don't know if you ever know. I put periods on everything.
Yeah,
I do that.
You do it.
I over period.
She'll have a 6-word sentence, and every word has a period.
Yeah, I'm a period lover. I am.
Once in a while, I do it, and then I'm like,
period.
Don't do it.
It's
Nicole White's gonna call you out.
Nicole White? No, she'll praise it and throw a heart.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So. Anyways, he created a virtual world a la EXP. Okay. And so he says he's using the best technology we have available. You do have a lot of feedback from EXP users that say, I mean, some people just drink the Kool-Aid so hard. They're like, oh my gosh, our virtual reality space is amazing. But the majority of people, you get a drink in them, EXP, they said it sucks.
Okay.
Like it's very clunky. It's outdated technology. I'm sure EXP will, and EXP, go ahead, blast me in the comments for saying that. And I'm sure EXP as a company is going to update this going forward.
Well, they have to.
Yeah, their VR EXP verse, whatever they call it.
How are you feeling about all of this? Like, you're excited for it? Like,
well, let's get into that.
So like you and I don't even have to do this anymore? Like,
yeah, we don't. So
I have so many questions.
All right, we'll handle the questions here. Let's just finish what Ryan says. This is what they're gonna be able to do in the Universe, which is a Serhant owned platform for his agents. Now, they're gonna be able to meet with do meetings. Okay, so agents can attend meetings.
So I don't get it. I don't get it. Like they're like, so their pretend cartoon.
Hold on. Let's just go through all the things he says they can do, and then we'll go back and forth on this. Can attend meetings, grow their teams, meet with employees, interact with clients, perform workflows, and eventually show properties in our universe. Also, their 11,000 Sell It Like Serhant course members will be able to learn, meet with their coaches, their brand strategists, and interact with one another for referrals. And so that's a gist of what you can do. Now, so here's the thing. You put on the goggles.
Okay.
Right?
So it's like an Oculus type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you're in Oculus, you've seen it like in an architect's office, right? Where you walk around the plan of a new development.
Okay.
So in this case, it would be whatever.
So I'm going in there to meet with
maybe it's a virtual office, and he's still gonna have
going in there.
They call all their offices houses. They're still gonna have houses in strategic locations, like the first one that they have in Manhattan. So maybe it's a virtual space of the office. I mean, this
what do you think of this? What
do you think of this second photo of Ryan? By the way,
where's his waist?
Pop that up.
And look at him. He looks like he ate spinach. like Popeye.
So he doesn't on this Instagram. It's just 3 photos. Doesn't show you exactly. I don't know if that's a real meeting with. I mean,
he's in a meeting.
Does this look like Ryan? Yes or no?
He reminds me.
Does this look like Ryan Serhant? No.
But the next one reminds me of what's that? $1 million.
Right.
Dr. Evil. Yes, around like the big circle table.
Does look like he's ready to take over the world.
I mean, he's got this whole
like an evil plan.
The whole thing seems evil.
So you're gonna have your goggles on. You're gonna be sitting in this virtual space.
Okay.
And if I have my goggles on and I'm sitting in Florida and you're sitting in this room, I could literally say this room was a virtual space. I could walk into this room and sit right down next to you, where like when you have your goggles, you feel like you could just reach out and touch me.
Yes, I've done that before. We have Oculus.
And so we could literally now, Bobby, correct me if I'm wrong. It's a pretend you. So like if we were doing a podcast, it would be, hopefully it's a better looking version of you than the Ryan Serhant looking version of him.
It would be a great
but it would be
two
pretend versions of us.
Yes.
And like I would
Does
look
it
like
follow my like
I'd be wearing a Joe Burrow chain.
Lord, we went there.
We gotta throw Joe Burrow in. How the Joe Burrow chain on my guy.
My problem here is my children do this. So they're in Oculus. They love it. They make me go in there. They made me one time walk the plank. Literally had to sit down. Like I'm afraid of heights.
You felt like you were going to fall?
Oh, and they tried to push me. Like I'm literally on my floor. There's nothing below.
We could have a plank in our office.
My children, though, they're on that thing long enough. They're angry afterwards. Like it does something messy with your brain. Like that's where I start getting concerned.
Are they hungry or angry?
No, it's like they just are miserable people afterwards. Maybe it was the length, so maybe it is food induced, but it's like they have a headache and it's exhausting.
Well, maybe they had to come back into the real world and they realized
how horrible it is.
How disappointing it is.
Maybe. I don't know.
I want to go back.
The whole thing. So I guess I love the idea of it because I prefer to sit with you. I guess I'd be sitting with you. Like I'd feel like you were sitting with me.
You'd feel like you are. Obviously you wouldn't be, but.
I feel like this goes back to what we were talking about. And I know that this isn't a racket. He's the marketeer of the week. So there's really no real like I hate this, love this idea.
No, but you can give your opinion on it.
But I still feel like I prefer to sit in a real room with like real people having real conversations.
I prefer that as well. And I think for those of us, especially like people that were born in the 80s that got a taste of both.
Yeah.
Where it's like you didn't have a cell phone in high school.
Right.
You might have had a beeper if you were lucky.
A pager. We called it a
pager. You had a house phone. And maybe your first computer was a Gateway 2000 like mine was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you had the start of it all.
You had a floppy disk. Yeah.
And then you saw it all happen. Like, we had video games obviously, but it wasn't to the level that you have it now. And so you kind of like, we're like the last of the old world.
True.
And seeing the new world is how I look at people that grew up in the 80s and 90s. And I think that's very unique. I think that generation is going to prefer to sit down, have a dinner. But now your kids may not.
I know,
but
but that's where my concern is though too. Because again, my husband's a teacher at the high school, so he has seen the progression too. Because I feel like every Friday I'm like, so like, where's the party this weekend? He's like, party?
They don't party.
They're FaceTiming. I'm like, that's how they're hanging out. Like, and I see my kids. Like, my daughter is a freshman, and like the girl would rather. And I know that she's not ever, but like she feels the most comfortable at her home in her room. Like, WTF? Go and sit in the friggin' commuter parking lot and let's try to figure out where we're going to go throw our keg. I mean, come on.
Well, because you don't have to go sit there to find out what everyone's doing.
I know,
because you have cell phones.
I know.
So you're not obviously going to do silly things like that.
No, but like they're literally not even like it is. I will say though, it is funny though because the amount of time like people are FaceTiming quite a bit. Like they're not even and then they're falling asleep with their phone next to that. Like that kind of is weird. But it's sad. It's a little sad. I see the other side of it.
Besides EXP, I don't know another company doing anything quite like this. So I think it's very smart. And he's the marketeer of the week because
I do think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think it's brilliant. It's better. I will say, I think this is better than a Zoom call.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
This will be, Zoom. Now, all the people on Zoom that have their camera off,
yes,
they can hide behind their fake avatar.
Yes.
Right? So it's basically like having your camera off, but there's a resemblance of somebody
like
there.
The ultimate catfish.
Yeah.
You get to pick, like, you could be like a hot toddy.
Could be sitting in your underwear.
Yes. With your chain, though. You can have your chain.
My Joe Burrow chain.
Yourself. You can have like the fur. I want like a smoking jacket.
I can wear stuff I would never wear in real life.
Yes, that's fun. And every day it could be something else, like a flapper, a costume.
Good. But here's what's going to happen in these verses. It's going to like cost, you're getting all excited. It's going to cost money to buy all this crap. Like you're not just going to be like, pick it off a free shelf. Like
no, but people are spending $1,000 at least a year buying a new phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. A new laptop. Now you just have to buy like an Oculus set.
No. I'm saying when you're going to buy the Oculus. And then if you want to wear all these articles of clothing in the
'cause
metaverse.
you have to buy them.
You're gonna have to buy them.
But first of all, people are buying.
So I'll be wearing the same clothes every day.
I know that I'm going to get ridiculed for this, but if we go to the NFTs, people are buying these pretend photographs for millions of dollars.
Right. So how much do you think your hot toddy bikini that you want to wear on the freaking thing is going to cost?
But at least it's like I feel like it's something.
But you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that is so much money, but it's gonna look so great on my avatar. You know, it's gonna be more expensive. Whatever you think is there's
good. Gonna be like a Gucci line.
Do you think Melanie will buy you a crown for your avatar?
Obviously.
Melanie, it sounds like you just have committed to that.
Yeah.
It'll cost more than the real life one.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Amazon will figure out some way to infiltrate this universe, and it'll be click, click, click.
What's your take before we wrap up the show on the adoption of this early on?
I don't understand your question.
Like, will his agents adopt this and the 11,000 course members or whatever?
I do, yeah. I mean, it's Serhant.
I think the course members for sure.
I think people that are in his brokerage, I think are following God.
He's got to be spending a lot of money on it. So, I tip my cap to that because he's putting a huge investment, believing in the future. To get clients on this seems really far out to me.
Yeah.
10 years seems more right than in the next 5. But Ryan, if you go back to a couple episodes, is the one that said 50% of all transactions are going to be done in crypto very soon. Mm-hmm. That was Inman's quote. Mm-hmm. So he's bullish on this whole entire space. Mm-hmm. He wants to be a leader in it. He's putting his money where his mouth is. I'm personally still learning. I mean, about it all.
Me too. You know more than I do. The NFT thing is still mind blowing to me. I don't understand it.
Like you could have your own house or office in the metaverse, right? Say we put our team, we do an office like Ryan's doing with his
universe.
Mm-hmm. If you want to put a sign on the wall, it's going to cost money in the virtual space. You want to put some artwork, that's an NFT or whatever. Basically, it's going to cost money. It's crazy. It's a lot of money.
So crazy.
It's still, the metaverse is far out. NFTs is not. That's clearly here.
It's not, but
crypto's clearly here. It's 3 different things we're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know.
You got that part down? 3 different things?
I get it. Yeah. I like tangible items.
In the comments, would you rather meet in person in the metaverse, like Ryan Serhant's universe, or on Zoom? Which of the 3? In person?
I don't mind meeting in the metaverse. There's probably lots of people that I would rather meet in the metaverse than in real life. But
what would you rather do? Would you rather do one of the other 2 over in person is what I want to know.
Do you get to drink in the metaverse? So I could continue to stay dry January, but I could still socialize with the martini.
But you could have a fake martini?
Yes.
It's rather insane. But I guess you could do anything in the universe or the metaverse.
Metaverse. Right. The universe? Oh, his universe.
Love to hear from you. Appreciate you guys. Melanie, thanks again for sending Nicole the crown. I'm going to make her wear it all day.
Oh, boy.
And if she ends up at the bar tonight with that on her head, I'll be sure to send everybody a photo on Instagram.
I feel great about the day.
All right, guys. See you next week. Keep it real.
See you guys.